Okay. Hello and welcome to an unexpected sequel to a series that's been 10 years in the makings. That's right. It's been 10 years since the first video in this series of Skywars. So this is not a continuation of that series. It's just sort of a way for me to make sort of an anniversary of my whole kind of channel and the journey through which I've been through on this last 10 years. And I'm here recording with my phone because I currently don't have a headset that has a good audio quality. And yeah, it's sort of silly. Also, probably the first time I show my face on the channel. And also just kind of rambling while in the background my pre-recorded footage of Skywars plays. And I still suck. I still suck at the game, just as the first video that came out just a bit more than 10 years ago. Back then I was 15. I just turned 15 back then, and now I'm 25. So, yeah. And what happened in those last 10 days, that's sort of relevant to my YouTube journey. I've met a lot of cool people. I've done quite a bit of Minecraft PvP related content, such as primarily UHC. And, you know, back then, 2016, when the episode 1 released, I was still in my last year of primary school, yes. And a little lore drop regarding the channel, and there you go. That's my first dat. In Skywars. Yeah, that competition got a lot tougher since 10 years ago. But anyway, this channel back then, and the first video back then, was made as a response to one of my friends back then who started making YouTube videos, and I sort of just wanted to show that I could as well. So it was sort of made as a passive competition kind of thing, because, you know, he was getting a lot of attention, and I wanted to be like, hey, I could do that as well, and I can do it better. So yeah, that's right. The brand 5Kyler on YouTube was born as a form of a passive competition between friends. Afterwards, that friend never really made more than 3 videos and kind of just disappeared from internet. Yeah, whatever. And, you know, we also drifted apart. That was a nice combo. Look at it. I still got it. Unc still got it. And I mean, nice. Back then I had a lot of interest in regarding Minecraft PvP. There was a survival games, Skywars, whatnot, and kind of funny videos. And then I started going towards UHC. I was in this PMC friend group, and I got invited to play my first recorded round, which was International Season 16. And in September, what did I say? International Season 10, yes. In September, that'll be a 10-year anniversary of that. And, you know, apart from that, meeting a lot of friends, it's been a really cool journey. And I believe my English and kind of just general speaking abilities improved. Because I mean, if you watch the first video, which I don't advise you to do, you will hear my kind of squeaky voice. It was just like the voice which boys get when they get into puberty, I guess. And I was just kind of rambling about nonsense. It is very cringy to watch. So yeah, if you want. But yeah, you know, I could go into all the lore regarding friends I've met, friends I miss, the UHC feeling that I miss having. Obviously, I still sometimes play some recorder rounds, but it's not the same, and the skill gap kind of ceiling has been reached mostly, and I'm kind of on the same spot as I was in 2020. I don't believe I've improved since 2020. That was my peak, and yeah, so UHC's kind of lost its magic when people sort of count on you, still having it, but me not really having it. So everyone grows up. So did I. My current life update is for 8 months, I've been living in Denmark with my girlfriend, and she got accepted to a master's degree. Meanwhile, I graduated. I got my master's degree in electrical engineering in August. So when she got accepted, I graduated, we've moved here, and it's been a good time. It's been mostly a good time. Obviously, searching for a job in the current job climate is impossible. Nice combo. I'm at points I'm trying to maybe commentate on the game, but like it's not that interesting. Just enjoy it, it's background footage. Current thing that's happening in the job market is there's no junior positions, because all the junior positions, especially in the IT, I'm not fully IT. I mean, I do also do some programming of computer systems, so like computer engineering sort of stuff, but basically all the programmers in junior positions are getting replaced by AI because their job could be mostly done with AI, whatnot. And it's much cheaper for an employee to give that job to an AI instead of employing a person. And it's been very tough for my girlfriend to find a job in her branch. Meanwhile, I was lucky. I do have some experience with work in my career path, whatever. So I have been lucky in getting a job. And another reason why I moved and why I encourage young people listening to this to move while they still can, while they're still not bound to their country with family and a job, maybe. If they can quit their job or they don't have a job, just travel, go to some other countries and experience their culture. That's also what's been my driving force. Staying in Croatia is really good. I can hang out with friends, which I do miss the most about living so far away. Also the connection between Denmark and Croatia is terrible, absolutely terrible. Barely any flights, and all the flights are expensive. It's been a good decision that I've made. Also, this friendly competition that I had with what is his name? Klax. It's kind of funny, but I got him again. Go explore the world. Don't go alone. I wouldn't do this alone, obviously. Mostly financial, not mostly, but another reason is financial, and it just makes it so much easier if you're here with someone in a different country, especially if you don't speak the language of that country. Which Danish sucks. Danish is a disgusting language, and I hate it. But the people are good. People are nice, and the cities are nice. So yeah, do that, and travel while you can. While the jet prices don't go sky high, if they haven't already. I haven't been looking too much into it. I don't mean for this video to become an inspirational video, a motivational video. I'm just giving my thoughts. And is this recording? It is. And saying what I can while I'm still relevant. Am I relevant even in the YouTube community? I mean, people know me. And that's my relevancy. My legacy has been the montages. I think that has been my peak in the community. I still have a soft spot for watching UHC montages. Even though I mostly don't enjoy playing UHCs, I do watch montages, especially when a universal UHC montage drops. Shout out to, I don't know who's a firm and guys that are relevant to universal UHC. Those montages and those seasons rock. But another problem with that is that I suck at the game, so playing universal, where people are mostly amazing at the game, is not that enjoyable. So yeah, sorry for not playing. But that's unimportant. What I'm saying is my legacy, the montages, and I still get an itch to make one, but I don't get far, mostly because of motivation. But there are some that I still want to make. But will it happen? Probably not. Let you know. Yeah. I didn't really get far with subscribers on YouTube. I think I have like 400 something. At peak it was like 450. I don't even know how many subs I have. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. It's not everything, people move on. I have moved on. Job, kind of enjoying life with my girlfriend, trying to find new friends while I'm here in Denmark, and still having some connection with my old friends back in Croatia, which I still kind of try to maintain. But I do miss them. I do miss my family. I miss my friends. I miss the times when I would log on to Skywars, like I did in 2016. I would be like, all right, let's do this. I'm one of the better guys at the game, better at PvP than average. So let's do this. Let's make a video. Let's show to my classmates that I can also do YouTube. God, I was so petty. Yeah, look at that. Look at that, how I survived that. I didn't even know. I didn't know where I was. I didn't play these maps before. Yeah. So what else? Regarding my friends, it's one thing that you do miss the most when you leave your country. Friends and family, and then when you come home, like maybe 3 times per year, everything's changed, and you kind of try to see everyone and invest as much time in as many people as possible, and you just cannot satisfy everyone. That also applies to things outside of meeting friends. You cannot satisfy everyone, you cannot make everyone happy. So remember that. Motivational video. Let's make this motivational. I hate motivational videos. I don't watch them. If you need someone to tell you, like, I don't know how to phrase this, but I just hate someone thinking they're so much smarter for having a microphone in their hand and kind of saying, oh yeah, you need to wake up at like 5 a.m. You need to take ice baths. You need to, stop doing this, start doing that. It can be a guide, but it should not be the Bible. You shouldn't live by it. You need to make your own choices. But people are stupid. It's crazy how many people are genuinely just stupid, and they cannot do that. This is not me saying, oh, everyone's stupid. No, it's just people need a guide. Most people, and that's why motivational videos and books maybe are such a hit. But make decisions for yourself. In the end, you can use them, but don't rely solely on them. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. You are your own in this world. You are to make the meaning on yourself. And things might suck, but the world is how you shape it. So do things. Don't just be nothing. just an amoeba, a one-cell organism that's stuck scrolling reels. Just do stuff that makes you happy, makes people happy, and is interesting. Yeah, hey, look at that! Holy, that 360, that shot. Maybe I can rewind that. Hold up. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna have to mess with the editing too much. Yeah, rewind that video. Rewind that. Yeah. Also, I've noticed like trends in what my friends are talking about. They shift with years, and don't be surprised when that happens if it hasn't happened yet, because the most common thing is now job and I don't know, boring adult talk. Luckily, I'm not in a cryptosphere, so I don't have to listen to that. But things change, so don't be surprised when that happens if it hasn't happened already. But you know, if I invite you to my party, or if I come to the party and for an hour you talk about fucking AI and B2B trends and why this is good, what are AI, just shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear it. Get out of here. It has happened, I think, twice, where I just kind of want to shoot myself if I come to hang out with you and you just start talking about that. Yeah. Okay, so I'm bringing this trend where I talk about nonsense from the first video. Just wait until what I'll have to say in another 10 years in the third episode of this series. It'll be exciting. Yeah, maybe I'll have a kid in my lap at that point. Hopefully, we'll see. Will I still upload things on a by yearly basis as I do now? Hope not. Let's just say that. Let's say I hope I don't. But this has been just a way to kind of fill the void after 10 years and actually making the second episode. Because why did I title it Skywars episode 1 if I will not make at least another episode? And another thing, that video that's pinned on my YouTube channel, the Bonkers UHC montage, that's also titled episode 1, but I still haven't done episode 2, and it's been 8 years. It's been 8 years since I made that. So maybe I'll make another UHC like PvP montage in 2 years. Expect that, a 10-year anniversary. And I can see the video clip is coming to an end. So I think this is the final clip. Spoiler, I don't do well. Let's still watch it. Thank you for being part of this journey. If I have talked to you during UHCs, during game nights, shout out to the PMC squad, shout out to the prod squads, shout out to Navi. I don't talk to them anymore, but you know, you were a great part of my journey. You know, Daki, Spittoon, Remy, y'all rock. And guys from the GNO and girls, and you know, just general, everyone who I've teamed with in UHC. I know I've been too hard on myself sometimes. When I die in UHCs, I'm very hard on myself, and I, you know, keep thinking about it. I keep thinking about that game, and I really try to fix that. That's why you sometimes hear me rage in UHCs. But outside of that, you know, don't be too hard on yourself. Do as many things as possible. Be very good at least one thing. Don't be mediocre in a lot of things. Find yourself and, you know, move on from things that are keeping you behind. And that's it. Maybe I'll see you in another 10 years with another episode of Skywars. And in the meantime, I hope you'll have a great rest of your day. Bye bye.